So we've come to the end of our journey for now. And on this journey, we've explored the boundlessness of Black culture through so many incredible artists and icons. Which begs the question, what will you do? How will you add a brushstroke, a horn solo, a two-step, a photograph? How will you reimagine cool and reinforce self-love regardless of the judgment? You can, you will, because quitting isn't an option. How will you jump and swing and dive for the ball and stand for us all? What kind of runway will you turn the sidewalk into? You can, and you will, because quitting is not an option. What kind of song will you sing into the hairbrush? What new way will you learn to laugh? Because quitting is not an option. What new march will you learn to climb this glorious mountain of culture? The footholds already there for you, the pathway up laid out, the brush cleared. All you have to do is step with some intention. Lift your chin and your knees high as you climb over rock and root. You can. You can. But once you make it to the top, and you will, tell me, what masterpiece will you carve from this stone?
To all of you out there who are just getting started, who are finding your place within this next generation of leaders and artists and change makers. Look, I know this time in your life might feel overwhelming. You're coming into your own, trying to create a new path for yourselves, just like so many gifted Black artists on this program once had to do for themselves. And that means taking risks, making mistakes, deciding who it is you are underneath all the pressures and expectations that other folks want to put on you. It's a lot. And that's not even considering the unique power of this moment in history. Your generation knows all too well that those old fault lines of fear, racism, and discrimination based on the color of your skin weren't erased by a civil war or the passing of a Civil Rights Act, and certainly not the election of a Black president. You've seen too much hate in the news and in your social media feeds, too many torches burning and racist flags waving, too many Black folks shot cold or choked out, too many folks ransacking the very center of our democracy. And too often, this behavior goes unchecked and unpunished, leaving us with the sad realization that in America, liberty, justice, and accountability are not for all. And it all leaves a pit in your stomach. It courses through your nerves the minute you step out the door. And it feels like a threat, not just to our country or even to our rights, but to us, to our safety, to our lives. And when you're faced with all of that, the natural response is to want to turn inward, to harden yourselves against the outside world. Look, I understand that instinct. Believe me, I do. But I've also learned that shutting everything out is only a temporary fix. And you and me, we need something that lasts. In politics, yes, we've got to participate, we've got to vote. But even more than that, we need something that allows us to live fully and freely, to be who we are every second of every day. And that means we gotta let people into our stories, into our experiences, into our hopes and our fears and our rawest vulnerabilities. We gotta talk it out. We gotta write it out, rhyme it out, sing it out, shout it out, and do it with all the sweetness and spice and frustration and joy and celebration that makes us who we are. We've got to share it with our girlfriends and our brothers, with our neighbors and our mothers, We've got to share it with everybody, because that's how we help people see the truth of who we are. Now, to me, that's what the Black Renaissance is all about. All the creators and artists who, by bearing their truest selves, are shining their light out wider, out onto all of our stories, illuminating all their beauty and their pain, so that as a community, as a country, we can find our way through this world together. That's what we celebrate this month, and what we should be celebrating every day of our lives. The truth that our lives matter, our stories matter, and when we share them, that's better for everyone. So I simply hope that all of you out there see yourselves as part of this renaissance, because we're not gonna get very far without you. I want you to see the beauty in your experiences. I want you to put your stories out there, because when you do those things, you'll let the world in, and you'll bring us all a little closer together. I cannot wait to see the art, the songs, the hope you all will create in the years to come. Love you all.
You ain't gonna be able to stay home, my G. You ain't gonna be able to log in, scroll up, and cop out. You ain't gonna be able to pop a Xanny or down a brew during commercials, because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be on social media. The revolution will not be brought to you by Fashion Nova, worn by your favorite luscious-looking IG model. The revolution will not show you images of self-proclaimed patriots scaling Capitol walls like Miles Morales amidst newly discovered spider powers. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Recording Academy, the Oscars, or the Emmys. And it won't be hosted by Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, or anything as white as the bread used in Jimmy John's. The revolution will not give you full lips like melanated queens. The revolution won't be dipped in hot water to provide you a flat tummy. The revolution won't train your waist to be thinner, because the revolution will not be televised, my G. There will be no images of the culture ransacking high-end fashion house storefronts with claims that it's time for them to get back to the hood. CNN won't be able to predict the swing from red to blue deep down south round about them sweet Georgia peaches. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no images of unarmed black fathers being gunned down by poorly trained coward badge wearers. There will be no images of unarmed black fathers being gunned down by poorly trained cowards wearing a badge. There will be no supernatural twerkers to distract you from the workers of iniquity. There will be no clubs open solely promoting everything you need to feed your insecurities. Thirsty Thursdays, Freaky Fridays, and Live on Sundays will no longer be the epicenter for hype beasts from all walks of life. And people will not care if Kanye and Kim's relationship survives on the next season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Why? Because black people will be in the streets, not looking for, but creating a brighter day. The revolution will not be on social media. There will be no dance routines on TikTok, and no visuals with smooth transitions or voiceovers to help you kiki the day away. The theme song for the revolution won't be written by Francis Scott Keys. The revolution won't be directed by Steven Spielberg, nor sung by Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, or Billie Eilish. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, a white savior, or white people. You won't have to worry about your package from Amazon arriving safely to reveal the unnecessary items you purchased. You won't have to worry about if your new iPhone will have the same capabilities as your previous one, because the revolution will not be on social media. The revolution won't be seen on a mantle like Louis XIII. The revolution ain't gonna be where the money resides, but the revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be on social media. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will not be a rerun, my G. The revolution will be live.